Removing the Jeep Gladiator rear bumper for a little painting mod. Well, good morning everybody. How are you today? Pretty good here, and welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to remove, and I'll show you guys how to remove the rear bumper on the Jeep Gladiator. Let's take a peek under here. I'll show you. It's really not very difficult. You have 4 bolts, 2 on this side and 2 on this side. Let's take a look under here. There are 2, if I can get the light, there you go. There are 2 here, and then there are 2 more right here. So you have to remove those 4 bolts. Now, there are also 2 more bolts behind the license plate. So you have to take the license plate off, obviously, these 2 bolts. That's it for bolts. Now, there are 2 wire connections back here. One is right here, and these are just the push-pull kind of thing. So you have to remove this. This is for the trailer hitch. And then there is a second right up here, and that's for the rear license plate light, I believe, and probably the tail lights. But anyway, we need to remove or unplug that one as well. And then any clips that might be on the framework that hold the wiring that actually goes to the bumper. So I'm going to grab a couple tools. I believe it's a 16 millimeter for the 4 bolts that actually hold the bumper on, and then we'll disconnect those wiring harnesses. Now that we have all of this off, and again, pretty simple, this is what we're trying to get to, this tow hook here. There's some part numbers on there if anybody's interested in that. So you guys can see right there, we just have 2 bolts that we need to remove next. Okay, we're about there. A lot of work to get, not a lot of work, something to take off I guess, but to get this off, but we got it. It's held on by a couple of bolts, like I said, and this thing is fairly substantial, probably weighs about 3 or 4 pounds, I don't know. But it does have 2 part numbers on it. I don't know if you guys will be able to make those out. Let's see. It gives a black and a red part number. So there you go, at least for the driver's side. And it looks like they are ambidextrous. So you could switch them around side to side depending on what you want. So there's the part number for the tow hook. Assuming you can read that, I can't tell from just shooting it now. So anyway, we're going to move on to the next step. Fortunately, this wasn't too bad, but we're going to do a little painting next. All right, got it all set up for painting. My little method here, kind of just hang it from a board and have at it. I'm going to put a primer on it first. This is just a Lowe's primer. You guys can see what it is there if you're interested. And then this spruce green paint is what it's going to be. And the idea, of course, is to match the spruce green. You might be able to see it up there on the emblem. And then over here on the front of the grill, you can see the spruce green tow hooks up there. And I wanted it to match, of course, the tow hooks up there on the Jeep. So I'll set you up, show you a little bit of the painting, we'll get this thing done. Okay, first up, a couple coats of primer. Okay, coat number 1. Coat number 2. Gotta make sure I get this corner over here. Looks like I didn't get it before. Okay, there is coat number 2. We'll let that sit for a little bit, about, I don't know, 3-4 minutes, and then we'll start with the paint. The directions on here say that you can paint right away, so that's what I'm going to do. We'll be back. Here we go with the spruce green. Get a little bit underneath first, I guess. Okay, there's the first coat. I can feel the paint on my arms. All right, we'll let that sit. Then I'm going to come up and or come over and finish the rest. Probably won't film the rest of that, and then I'll show you the finished product. Alrighty, this is coat number 5, the last coat. So I thought I'd bring you guys in for the finish of the painting. So let's go ahead again. Want to hit the bottom first. Hopefully I'm getting this well. Okay, that's it. Painting is done. We'll take a closer look at it here. Here you go. This is the finished product. It is still very wet, of course. Let's take a look underneath. Let you guys see it with me. Hard to see because the light blocks out the camera. But I'm hoping I got it painted well underneath. I think I did. Of course, we have little bits of paint all over the place. You guys can see it on the table here. Bad thing about doing it in the garage, I guess I'll have to clean that off. But it came out pretty good. Next up, we'll leave this dry. It'll be about 2 or 3 days actually before I get back to this. So that means the Jeep will be sitting up there out of commission for 2 or 3 days with the bumper sitting down here. Then we'll come back on and I'll put everything back together, including the new green tow hook to match the other tow hooks and the green trail rated badge up there. All right, this is actually day number 2. I know I said I should wait 3-4 days, but I'm impatient. I just couldn't wait. So we've got the hook reinstalled, at least in the bumper. Just these 2 screws again. You guys can see the green paint. Pretty cool, I think, with the Gladiator color, which is Gobi, of course. But now it's time to go ahead and finagle the bumper on without scraping this up, because to be quite honest, it's not tacky, but it's still soft because it's not fully cured yet. So I've got to put the bumper on there, fit this through the slot without scraping this. At least that's my plan. Then we'll get these couple of bolts in here and then the other 2 bolts on underneath, which are sitting there, the nuts actually. Reconnect the 2 wires, this one and this one, which the other end is on the bumper. And that's the whole project. So not too bad. Let me go ahead and grab the bumper and we'll see if we can't finagle this thing on. All right, I think I did it. I didn't scrape anything. Let's take a look here. You guys can see, of course the bumper's dirty like the rest of the Jeep, but I didn't scrape anything. There's clearance between. By the way, if anybody out there is looking to put one of these on their truck on the other side, everything is right behind there. You just cut the hole out, and then the metal, there is a slot back there to go ahead and put that in. So it wouldn't be that hard to do if you're looking to do that. I may do that eventually. Actually use this as a guide, if you will, and then go ahead and put that in. I see I have my wire right there pinched. That's no good, so I'm gonna have to move that. I don't have it that tight, so it should be easy to do. But let me get that out of the way, put the rest of these on, and then we'll have a final look. All right, everything is assembled back together. This really is pretty simple. I mean, once you figure out how to do it by watching this video, it is not difficult to do. It's amazing to me really how easy it is to take off the rear bumper, especially compared to the front. But let's take a quick look. You guys can see it is on. Again, real quick recap of the bolts. You have 2 right here. They're actually just nuts that come off. Then you have the 2 right there behind the license plate. And if you do this, be careful. You'll notice what they screw into is pretty weak. So you don't really want to crank on these or you'll strip out these little holders pretty darn easily. And then over here on the other side, 2 more nuts that come off. Pretty simple. Right here you have the hitch wiring harness if you have the tow package. If you don't have the tow package, then you don't have to screw with this at all. The only one you'd have to take off is this one right up here, and it just unplugs. And then again, there are two holders on this cord, one here and one right here, and then on this one, one right up here. So you want to make sure you pull those out because they're attached to the bumper, and obviously when you pull the bumper, you don't want those wires connected, right? That's it. We're going to get it down, and I'm going to show you guys some pictures here at the end. I think I'm going to call this the Rob Motive Jeep Gladiator green package. What do you think, huh? Jeep? Call me. Give me a call. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Leave a comment. Let me know after you see the end here of the pictures of my green accents on this truck what you think. I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, if you haven't before and you're interested, check out my other channel. It is Rob Motive, all about my 2020 Voodoo Blue Toyota Tacoma. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.